I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. Yes, I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. I'm headed down to somewhere, God knows where I am.
One evening as the sun went down and our cooking coals were glowing, down the path came a party hiking, and they said, folks, we're all going. We're yearning for a portal far away in a tavern full of shouting. So join us, friends, and let's descend deep into Under Mountain, deep into Under Mountain. There run dungeons hot and cold, where the monsters surge and pushes, and the youngest runes are old, where the mimics all lie waiting, and the goblin werebats roost, all the wisps and wasps and the mezzo-loss, the hidden pit where we'll all plummet deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, all our blades will sing like choirs, as our arrows strike like drum beats, and our green flame pops and pyres. Our barbarian will stomp a brood as the rogues dance shadow play. Oh, we're sworn to go at a great tempo. We'll chant our spells as we now delve deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, you'll always find new gear, and your old mundane accoutrement can be handed down, don't fear. The magic items you'll attune and the artifacts you'll find. There's armor with gems and weird potions and a propeller hat that lets you ascend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, the mad wizard stood gates so folks can open portals. He left clues to activate. He has a thing for puzzles and he likes to throw his voice. We're going to delve to where he dwells, to the lowest tower, to seek his power deep into Under Mountain. I'll see you there, the lowest lair, deep into Under Mountain.
Take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical. You're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical.
I've got the treatises by Kant, anything I want. Janet brought the chalk, are you listening or not? Writing on the board, your morals are quite poor. We deserve the good place, you just gotta pass this course now. My tummy feels kind of crummy, you should probably study. Tummy feels kind of crummy, you should probably study. Writing up my treatise, drinking almond sweets. Think I love my soulmate, she loves margaritas. My life is a quandary, we should do her laundry. We got some camaraderie, unlike Jason and Tahani. Tummy feels kind of crummy, you should probably study. Tummy feels kind of crummy, you should probably study.
Yeah, you're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical. You're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical.
I like shrimp fly, motherfucking shirt ball. Spend my whole life living like a bad janitor. What Judy's got a head of teleology and took a god. Writing down Plato in my nightmarish clown. Her I can't kiss and I'm truly bad. He can kiss my ass, I'm a fool. get ethical.
Yeah, you're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical. You're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawl out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. Welcome, one and all. This is our third stream of the day, so you might notice that the face camera is already a little bit expanded, thanks to all the generous folks who supported the show earlier today, including we got a tip from, well, for some reason it's not showing up now. Well, we got a $2 tip from, I think it was Jessica. And so thank you for that last minute tip that came in after the stream ended. Let me see if I can find it. Boop. I thought I had it pulled up. And computers are hard. Let's go shopping. Here it is. Yeah, Jessica. Thank you, Jessica, for the 2 who says, sorry about that sourdough comment yesterday. Didn't mean to mess with your flow, but the build is looking good. Honestly, I think all the sourdough bread stuff, we ended up talking about bread makers for a while. It's fine. We had a good talk. Okay. Supporter says, I came from Ms. Rose raid but couldn't chat. Yeah, sorry. With all the hate raids going on, we've got some follower-only chat on for a little bit. But welcome, Supporter 6667. Ms. Rose seems awesome, so I'm glad that she decided to come by and raid earlier. We are working on... Whoa, speaking of awesome raids, iJevin bringing in a party of 304. Welcome, iJevin Raiders. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. I play on the HermitCraft server with iJevin. I stole the idea of wearing tank tops during streams from him because despite the fact that I have a bunch of tank tops, it never occurred to me that I could wear them during streams. Like, I don't know. The man just thinks outside the box. Brilliant, brilliant guy. Big fan over here. He has just logged off, but Etho, DocM, Impulse, and Impulse Cam are all online. Although I think it's just me and Etho who are awake at the moment. But yeah, so I am also streaming from the HermitCraft server now. If you've never seen a Joe Hills stream before, just so you know, the face camera gets bigger and slightly more transparent, or lowers the Joe-pacity every time we hit a tipping milestone. And we are currently $11 away from the next face camera expansion. So you stick around, you'll see my eyeball probably get a little bit larger, but also a little bit easier to see through. And yeah, so basically people kept telling me, Joe, if you want to be a professional streamer, you need to have a dynamic overlay. And I was like, I think I can get by without gimmicks. I don't need a dynamic overlay. I've got my webcam. It's dynamic. And they're like, no. When people tip, the dynamic overlay needs to show that. And I was like, so fine, I'll just make the camera get bigger when we hit certain tipping milestones, like every $20 or something. I don't know. And then people were like, no, Joe, you need to numerically represent the tips or people aren't going to tip. And I was like, fine, I bought this abacus so that I could show y'all, well, I'm too high up on the abacus here. Boop. Where are we? Boom, boom, boom. No, I'm too low. Which side? I'm not good with the abacus yet. But yeah, I'm like, okay, so we're 11 away from the next expansion. Now you can see the 11 beads. And then people stopped telling me what to do because they realized it didn't help them. And it only made me more powerful. So obviously no one needs a more powerful Joe Hills. Yeah. So anyway, welcome to my stream. Well, if you're living somewhere that your payment processors or whatever aren't compatible with PayPal or whatever, no worries. The folks who do tip make this show freely available to folks all over the world who can and can't tip. Like I spent the whole time I was in college, I had no money, and I depended on free entertainment from people on the internet to stay sane. Then when I graduated from college, it took me 10 years to pay off my educational debt, so not a lot of entertainment budget then either. So I am proud that my show can be available for free to anyone who wants to watch it, courtesy of the folks who are in a different place in their lives right now. So no worries if you can't tip. PayPal has been acting weird in Peru. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay, let's see here. So we just got a $5 tip from Vesper rolling in who says, feed the Jost. Yes, some people call me the Jost because I'm Joe and I'm ghostly. I don't know, it's a portmanteau, if you will. But we are working on right now a giant castle based on Castle Hohenzollern. This is a real castle in Germany, although it's also a real castle in Minecraft now because we're building it. Oh, we need to greet Scar. One tradition we have here is that no matter how many times Scar enters or exits the server, he has decided that he wants to be greeted every time. And if I don't greet him every time, he usually comes and pulls pranks on me. So we got to be really attentive to that. But yeah. Okay. So, the walls here are going to be kind of interesting. Oh, actually, wait. Where this meets that, I don't think this is actually going to continue, because this is going to get into the part that goes lower. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Great Scar, yells Nephilim. He is a great Scar. And we greeted him. So that's like a 2-for-1. Hey, we just had another tip roll in via PayPal here. From Oliver, who says, we need a bigger Joe. And Oliver tips 32. So let's see. The first 6, boom, that's going to get us an expansion. Then the next 20, that's 26, gets us an expansion. And then we got another 6 past that. So let's go ahead and take care of those 2 expansions courtesy of Oliver right now. Grow Hills. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do. Boom. Eyes are getting bigger, but they're also getting easier to see through, lowering that opacity now to 24% for that first face camera expansion. And now, numero dos, expand Jost. Do-do-do-do. And then we are going to lower the opacity once we get that eye in there down to 20%. And thanks to Oliver putting us 6 past that next milestone, we are now only 14 away from the next face camera expansion. Boom. Oh, I realized how to shoot this. If I just put it directly in front of my eye, you can see it, because the eye is the only thing that's in frame. Yay! Camera work. Okay. So, basically, the way that this is going to go, is that as I figured out where the top part of the walls are, I'm also then putting down blue concrete powder to figure out where the bottom part is. Greenie the Meanie says, today is my birthday. It's your birthday, and we hope you have some fun. It's your birthday, so let's party, everyone. Greenie the Meanie, you're 1 year older. I don't know all the words to this. Knees and toes, knees and toes. Oh, noes. And, uh-oh, it is about to be nighttime here on the HermitCraft server, which is a good time to get back up onto the superstructure where we put the thing, where we put the bed. Come on. For some reason, it's not doing the trident noise anymore. Maybe if after we go to sleep, I'm going to reload the sound pack, and maybe that'll fix it. That's a good F3 and T trick. It looks like somebody else is sleeping through the night. So F3 and T to reload the pack. It takes 2, because HermitCraft has a custom pack with, like, Scar's hats and stuff. Okay. So let's see. If we go down, back to the water, let's see if this goes. Am I in Northwest Charlotte? No. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. But I've heard wonderful things about Charlotte. I just don't live there. It's just, you know. So, we're going to jump back here in the pool. Hey, there we go. We got our sound back. Okay. Xantelius, this is our third stream of the club. The third stream of the club. Somebody wrote No Wings Club, and I just read the word club. The third stream of the day. That's the problem, is I'll just see words in chat, and I'll read them. Okay, so let's make sure there's no other torches along our immediate path here. Okay, should be good. Great. I am in the No Wings Club. I'm at day 893. Putting me... 894, sorry. Putting me 106 away from getting that iridescent medal there. Alrighty, so when we come over here, let's figure out how far we need to go. If I put the sand on the lower of the 2 blocks, I'm less likely to accidentally, what do you call it? Step off? Step off! Dang it, I stepped off. Well, the thing is, for this part here, we don't really care as much. It's a lot easier. This is a big straight line. Big straight lines are easy. The real advantage to using the concrete powder is when we get to these zigzags and stuff, really. But okay. And I'm getting my phone blown up because of cute pictures of my nephew, and everybody in the family is all texting in response. Okay. Wouldn't it be annoying if 2,000 day metal were created, but I already used my elytra? That would be annoying. But you know what? That would get Asuma pretty good, so I think I'm going to suggest that to Iskal. Oh, hi, Badger Spanner. Welcome. Badger Spanner was co-hosting our VR stream this morning. So... let's see. This morning we had the VR stream at 8:30 my time. Tomorrow morning we've got the Zombie Cleo craft stream. And whoops, I had top chat on instead of live chat. Sorry, YouTube. Just give me a second, and I can do a better job of keeping track of everybody. Okay. So on the whole, we figured out where the tops of the walls are. We figured out where the bottoms of the walls are to get a satisfying kind of diagonal. The craft stream is at 8:30 a.m. So basically 11 hours and 15 minutes from now, I think, if I'm doing the math right. Yeah. So Zombie Cleo and I are each going to be working on our models of Castle Hohenzollern. I have to lean all the way back in my chair in order to hold this up at an angle that you can see it. But here's my model of the castle. It's really hard to get this in frame because I'm like 10 feet away. I'm not 10 feet away. I'm like a few feet away. But oh, that kind of looks cool. So anyway, my papercraft model still has like 13 pages of stuff to cut out and add. Hey, Derail, glad you enjoy the videos. Okay. So, here's what we got to do. We got to put down some dripstone. We got to put down some mushrooms. We got to... yeah, that's the most of it, honestly. So, let's see. What did I get up to today after I got done with the stream? Because I spent most of the day streaming. So y'all were already there for that or can watch the VODs. Let's see. My daughter and I picked up Skyward Sword, that Legend of Zelda HD re-release for the things. Are you asking if you can ask questions, Scarlet Spade? Because that's against the rules. You don't seem to be asking if you can ask questions. But you seem to be looking to ask who you can ask questions. And the answer is you're not allowed to ask questions. That's too meta. I don't have time for that. And so I time those people out who do that. So consider yourself warned. Okay. Okay, Bob, connection info is pinned in each channel on the Discord server. So you can go to the channel for each particular server and find out. Okay. Well, Clarky, this is my normal stream time. Just because I do bonus streams during the day doesn't mean I can skip my normal stream time. Because, like, the folks who helped me go full-time are the folks who watched at this time of day. And it would be really rude to them if I was like, haha, now that I could quit my job thanks to all of your tips, I'm going to go stream for other people at other times and totally ignore you. Haha, right? That'd be, like, really not cool. So, yeah. So I stream at this time basically whenever I can, even if I do other stuff during the day. Because I want to be appreciative of the people who got me this far. Welcome, Spencer. Okay. So I printed this cardstock thing on photo matte cardstock because that was what the kit recommended. They do print it. There are print at home and pre-printed ones. The pre-printed ones are way nicer. Cleo got a pre-printed one, but she also got like literally the last one available in Europe, and it wasn't available at all in the United States. I was a LAMP developer, Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. Okay. So we are just going to kind of roll through here. Next up is the oak logs. Somebody suggested a trick with the oak logs earlier where we put the oak logs in our offhand and the diamond axe over here. So let's see. Y'all check this out. Whoops. No, wait, that was not it. Hold on. It's got a cool rhythm to it. Hey, welcome, Mr. Hardluck. Glad you could join us. And then we get more oak out of here. That's spruce. Oh, offhand. Somebody says it's like potato chips. Yeah, kind of. It kind of is like eating potato chips. And if I didn't mess up the height here. The river, boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. Get the axe out. Uh-oh. Okay, wait. So we actually need this to be... So these ones need to be at this height. That's going to be possibly a problem if I've gone too far on these other ones. So let's just go to this height. Yep, Castle Hohenzollern. That's what we're building. But it's going to take us a while because this is a gigantic castle and we're doing this 1-to-1 scale. Which Cleo makes fun of me for all the time. She's like, oh, I can't believe Joe wanted to do this at 1-to-1 scale. But the thing is that she makes it sound like I'm crazy for trying to do this at 1-to-1 scale because that's so big. Her preference was to do it at 2-to-1 scale so we'd have more space to decorate the rooms with armor stands. And I was like, no, that's too big. I love how I kind of I shield my face with the log when I do that. Could I talk about Linux? I mean, I could. What's big in Linux news today? IBM settled the SCO case a couple days ago. For something like 14 million or something. It's like, this has been going on for 18 years. And $14 million is it? Like, oh my gosh, you guys. I saw they had a problem with the floppy driver that they just fixed. They had a user space bug with the floppy driver. So that's no good. What else is going on with Linux? Anyway, Haley just tipped 10, who says, too meta is against the rules. Ha ha ha. Love you, Joe. Glad I always have you to watch during the evening. Well, hey, Haley. Thank you for stopping by during the evenings when you're free. We are now 4 away from the next face camera expansion, thanks to your generosity. So if anybody else would like to get us to that next expansion, once again, we're only $4 away. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Do I think Linux is ready for gaming? I mean, I loved gaming on my Linux computer. I played so much NetHack. The thing is that I'm, like, at this point, for the video production work I do, like, I haven't had time to set up a Linux-only workflow, so I probably won't. I still use Linux for all my server stuff, but, like, I don't really... the thing is, at my old day job, I didn't do Linux desktop stuff, so I never messed with sound or video. So it's like, I'm used to working... Last time I worked with, like, Linux sound and video, I was dealing with ALSA and X11. Hey, the Max Music. Welcome, welcome. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee, here on the HermitCraft server. Right now, the other hermits online are myself. Well, I'm not one of the other hermits. Etho, Good Times with Scar, Doc M, Impulse SV. I'm doing a bad job of reading that. But yeah, we are working on a giant 1-to-1 scale model recreation of Castle Hohenzollern from Germany. We also just got a tip for 5 from Gusty Gale, who says, thank you for the consistent, awesome content. Always a pleasure. Well, hey, Gusty Gale, that's going to put us one past our next face camera expansion milestone. Every time we hit one of those milestones, the camera gets bigger, but also slightly easier to see through. So here we go. Expand. Just. Do-do-do-do. And then we are going to lower the opacity now once we figure out... There it is. There's my eye. Lower the opacity now to 16%. And that puts us 19 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so if you're like, I don't even know where the camera is, Joe, I'm confused. If we search for eyeball real quick, it's right there in the crafting recipe thing. You see it when I blink. I blink or you'll miss it. Wait. Oh my gosh, it's not just pictures of my nephew. It's my pictures of my nephew with the 8 baby ducks they just bought. 8 ducklings as a pet. 8 ducklings seems like a lot. Okay, I mean, they got a lot of room. That seems like a lot of ducklings. Okay, I don't know. But no wonder everybody else in the family is spamming the group chat. There's a bunch of duckling pictures with, like, a 2-year-old and a baby. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things, like, if they were getting chickens, I'd be like, okay, you can get eggs. Can you get eggs from ducks? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll be delicious one day, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like with the kids that young, raising 8 ducks for food might be a little bit rough. They lay really rich eggs. Oh, awesome. Well, I didn't know if ducks laid eggs like with regularity enough that you could cook them. Okay, so they could eat the eggs and just raise the ducks. Okay, I get it. I mean, do you keep them in a coop, like a chicken coop when they get bigger? I don't even know. I'm so out of my depth with this duck thing. Anyway, thank you to Digital Solutions for tipping 10. That puts us 9 away from the next face camera expansion. Okay. So, people are saying they taste better than chicken eggs. Somebody else says ducks eat garden pests. They like ponds. Okay. I don't even know if they I'm going to ask if they have a pond. Because, like, I guess they could put in a pond, but it would probably have to be a big pond. Oh my gosh. 8. Wait. Are they ducks or chickens? Because they're now saying something. Are they ducks or chickens? Are y'all getting a pond too? Or a hen house? I don't even know. We're gonna see what. Yeah, you could use a kiddie pool. But like, yeah, but the thing is, okay, they'll be happy with a trough while they're tiny, but I'm imagining like ducks get big, right? You can have free-range ducks if you have a baby pool for a pond that they treat like their home. Okay. That's... Yurgi says, we had ducks growing up. They lay eggs about as often as chickens. They tend to be bigger eggs. Ours had a house coop and a fenced-in yard area. Interesting. Huh. I had no idea that people raised ducks like that. Like, okay, I'm learning a lot today. I'm learning a lot. That's okay. Okay. The coffee straight from the French press is still hot. I thought, like, because the coffee in my mug, which I just topped off, was getting cool. So then I just poured more from the French press, and I tried to take a big old drink. And it's like, hot. Okay. Ducks don't live in a coop, they live in a den. Y'all know so much about ducks. Though Connor 2 tips 10, that puts us 9, we were 9 away, so now we are 1 past our next face camera expansion milestone. Here we go. It's time to expand. Joe. Do. And though Connor 2 writes, quail are a great option for tasty eggs like ducks, but are more feasible in the suburbs. Really? I had no idea. I thought chickens were like the go-to, but apparently not. We're going to lower the Joe Pasty now to 12%. And people are saying duck eggs make the best cakes ever. Scarlet Spade says that little sad error noise Joe just made my day. I'm glad to help. Luckily, I didn't like burn my tongue. It wasn't that hot, but it was just hotter than I expected. It was too hot to take a big gulp. Okay, they are chicks. They are baby chickens, and they are getting a chicken coop and a chicken run. Okay. In the time it took to learn that, actually, let me just dictate this. In the time it took for you to respond and inform me of that, I have done so much research about how to raise ducks on the amount of land you have, and it's apparently very feasible, and their eggs are great for baking, period. Okay. Yeah, so chickens are still exciting. Oh, because my family text chat is blowing up because my brother, who has 2 very young kids, posted a picture. And I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to look at this picture right now because it'll be cute or whatever, but I'll just be distracted from the stream. But then, then there just kept being more and more responses to this picture. And I was like, what is everybody talking about? And and apparently it was a picture of the baby kids with 8 baby chicks. Well, the thing is, I like to look at the pictures with my daughter, and she's asleep. She gets so excited when new pictures of the baby cousins come in. So I usually try to, like, wait to look at them until she's around. But I was just like, why am I getting so many notifications? But apparently, if you put baby chickens in with the baby people, you get 1 million responses from everyone in the family. Including me. I took time out of my stream to respond to that, which I almost never do. I almost never, like, will text during the stream. Greetings to Germany, Crisp. No, still, the COVID test results, which were supposed to be done in 24 to 48 hours, are still pending. But one of the days was Sunday. And also, Tennessee has had, like, a lot of flooding and stuff. And based on what I know from other people who work in medical facilities in this area, the doctors and the people who are at the top of the food chain live, like, in nice parts of Nashville, closer to town, whereas a lot of the technicians live further out, which would put them in the part of the radius around town that got flooded really badly last week. So I'm guessing they're just understaffed. My brother says ducks are cool. I heard they need a pond to be happy, though. And I was like, yeah, but you could rent a backhoe. Because, like, honestly, that's exactly the sort of thing you would love to do. Like, anytime you can go to your spouse and be like, okay, so I'm 100% on board with this project, but we need to rent a backhoe. That's a good project. Ada says, it took my mom 6 weeks to get her results back when it was supposed to be a 24-hour result. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. Okay. We're talking about birds. Okay. So we also need to harvest, like, these trees here. You might be like, Joe, why is there suddenly a forest here? Well, this suddenly a forest is to help us with the resource gathering for this project, because we have a lot of logs that we need and a lot of, like, people keep being like, just buy from Ren. The number of logs we need to buy from Ren exceeds the number of diamonds we have. We cannot afford to buy enough logs from Ren to finish this project, so we have to dig out a bunch of them no matter what. Okay. Man. Chickens are one of those things I've wanted for a long time, but, like, I can't really do. The city allows you to have them, but, like, you gotta, like, own your own land. Nobody, like, no apartment building is gonna allow you to have chickens. So I'm hoping that my brother has a good experience and can share his knowledge with me in case I ever am able to open a place. Although, realistically, I've been looking at the housing prices, and it's like my first purchase is probably going to be a condo, because I don't think I'm going to be able to save up for a house in the city anytime soon. Like, I'd be better off starting to build equity and then buying a house in 7 years with that equity, then, or at least that equity plus new savings as the down payment. Because, like, yeah. How far do I live from my brother? Would he let you keep chickens at his place? He's like hours away. It would not be viable. Hey, welcome, Sammy. We're talking about chickens. Okay. Sammy says, oh, I had chickens once. Big mistake. Well, apparently my brother and sister-in-law, who have, like, both a 2-year-old and a, like, 8-month-old, have decided that they need chickens, too. Which, in fairness, will provide them with a continuous source of protein at a relatively low cost. Actually, let's move these further away from the building. The ones close to the buildings cause problems. Okay. Stupid leaves that won't go away because of the thing. Dang it. Yeah, my friend Glendra has chickens in her yard, but she lives in a more rural part of the state where that's an option, and she's always talking about how excited she is about her chickens. Yurgi says, honestly, the smell isn't great even with a large backyard. That's fair. I think part of this is in this scenario where I'm able to actually have chickens, I'm also able to have, like, a significant amount of space that I don't have right now. That's part of the daydream. So realistically, yeah, that'll be decades off. Okay. The guy complaining about the topic. You've had a kind of a rude attitude the last, like, week you've been in here. Like, it's just, like, if you're coming in here and you're harsh on the vibe continuously and complaining about the topic is off topic. That's harsh in the vibe, man. Like, if you're just dancing on the line of whether or not something should time you out or not for a week, again and again with different things, like, I'm not even gonna try to explain the individual offense. You're just gonna get banned because, like, I can't run a community this size with people coming in here who are like that. That's just not cool. Like, clearly this is not a good space for your worldview or your approach to life. And so please go find another where you'll be happy, because you're not happy here, and it shows. Okay. Because it's not like we come in here every week and we talk about livestock. Like, this is a very interesting thing to talk about to me. So I'm going to have fun talking about it. Okay, so let's run through and replant all these trees. Ooh, we got livestock majors over here. We could talk about livestock every week, according to Yurgi. I don't know enough about livestock to actually do that. It'd be fun to reach that point, but, like, I mean, I'm not there. Okay, so we're going to need some more oak wood. And so then let's consolidate those back down into these stacks. And then that frees me up to grab this, so now I can plant more of these. Okay. Woo! Replanting everything. Yeah. Yeah. Planting all the time. All the trees for yous and me's. La la la, la la. La la la. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da. Hey, we just got a tip via PayPal. Thank you to Michael for the 20. Who says, here's some chicken money to bribe your landlord. Yeah, I don't think that's going to fly, but thank you. That's going to put us one past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand. Once we get there, OBS starts getting a little bit freaky at this scale. Just do. And let's see if we can find my eye somewhere. Okay, we're gonna have to turn the Joe opacity up temporarily to figure out where my eye is. Is that it? That's my hair. Boom. And then we're gonna turn that eye Joe opacity back down to where it belongs at 9%. Do. And we are now 19 away from the next face camera expansion. Thank you again so much to Michael for supporting the show. My brain is, I'm thinking about ducks, I'm thinking about chickens, I'm like, oh, what's this people thing with currency and eyeballs? Oh, there's something I'm supposed to talk about. What is it? Womp womp. Scarlet Spade says, what happens when the Joe opacity reaches 0? Things get a little bit weirder. Hunter says, oh goodness, just noticed the face cam. Yeah, it's easy to miss. If I don't blink, you'll miss it. Significantly. Scarlet, significantly. Okay. Is the sun going down? It seems like the sun's getting real low. Yeah, the face cam's easier to see when I pull this up and I search for my eyeball. You can see it when I blink a little bit if you're really close. Whoops. Gotta spell it right. Okay. Yeah, the current Joe opacity is 9%. Oh, dang it, my inventory is full. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. YouTube compression hates it. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. But yeah. If I can get permission when I visit my brother to take pictures of his chicken setup, I will, because I'm very curious. Okay, so we now have the dripstone, mushroom, and logs we need to continue our work over here. We should go ahead and re-grab Okay. Yeah, one of my favorite things on the internet this week was this cybersecurity expert posted a photograph from a Tractor Supply Co. he was visiting, where they had a sign that said all ivermectin purchases require proof of horse ownership via photo. They basically said you have to show a photo of you with your horse. And the cybersecurity expert posted this on Twitter and was like, really? Do horse owners all carry pictures of them with their horse all the time. And like 4,000 people who own horses responded to him with screen captures of their camera roll on their phones. And are just like, here's me and all of the pictures of my horse. Like nobody who owns a horse doesn't fill their phone camera with selfies of them and the horse. And the cybersecurity guy posted like 8 tweets going like, okay, I stand corrected. Y'all are right. Apparently this is a thing. Okay, I learned something. Y'all can stop now. Yeah, people were like, horse owners would only really be in trouble if somebody was like, yeah, you gotta have pictures of your kid without the horse. Oh, I don't think I would ever. Well, maybe I would own a horse. The thing is, horse ownership, you have to have so much land. And, like, I live in the city. So, like, theoretically, if you're wealthy enough, you can afford a place in the city where you can keep chickens. But, because you got to have, like, a certain size yard or whatever to get the permit. But, like, I can't imagine having enough money to have a horse in city limits. And I can't imagine leaving the city either. I don't know. If the cops have horses, then surely you can have horses. I mean, there are people who have horses who live, like, in Nashville city limits, but they are ludicrously wealthy. What I'm saying is I can't imagine ever being able to afford that. But, like, it would be kind of cool. And, like, since I'm self-employed, I do technically have the time. And I don't dislike riding horses, but it's not like a hobby I do casually. I've been horse riding a few times, but it's not the sort of thing that I can afford to do all the time. So it's, like, usually only when I'm, like, visiting an area that has, like, horseback tours. Like, that's the best way to see it. Oh, I timed out that guy. I thought I banned him. Okay. Wow. Okay, you really should not have come back and said, I'm sorry, because, wow, I wouldn't have noticed that I didn't ban you. But calling that to my attention with your message was a bold move. It did not work out for you. Wow. Yeah, if I'm talking about how I banned you, like, that's not like a power play where I'm like, oh, I'm saying I banned you, but I really only timed you out so you can think about what it would be like if I banned you. That was a genuine mistake. I clicked the wrong thing, and I have fixed that mistake. Wow. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, there are definitely people in like metropolitan Nashville who have horses, but like, yeah, it's not cheap. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Okay. Oh, did I screw this up? At some point... Yep, I lost it right there. That was where I should have come out one, and I didn't. Dang it. So we're going to remove all of these that I just placed. Why do I always need more dripstone? Well, for one thing, I need to remove all the dripstone I just placed, and that's a good way to realize you'd need more. Am I going to get 100% recovery of all the dripstone that falls in the pond? Probably not. That's wishful thinking. Okay, so I was good up to about here. This is where I lost the plot. Hey, welcome, Hazelyn. Glad you could join us. We are just working on this wall, which I have made errors. Errors, Hazelyn. Errors. because the wall is supposed to come out 1 block every 8 vertical. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Or is that... This feels like I did some math wrong here. Okay, hold on. So at this point, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, that's 6. That's not 8. That is 7, which is also not 8. Okay, I might have done all this entire thing wrong. I might have come out too early all the way. Although, I mean, it's not going to be super noticeable on the back wall here. How did I do this wrong, though? Because, hold on. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yep, that's definitely 7. Okay. Okay. Hey, we just got a tip for 5 from Albrick, who says, Joe, been out for my grandmother's funeral, but happy to be back to watch you. Also, any word on the t-shirts? There's some logistical stuff holding me up on that. Also, your daughter would love a horse. Well, once again, I just explained that I'm unlikely to be able to be in a position to buy horses anytime soon. But thank you, Albrick. That puts us 14 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so I really thought that I nailed the math on this, and of course I didn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this extra random stuff over here. Boop. Don't need that right now. Don't need that right now. Don't need that right now. And, okay. Yeah, horses are a lot of effort to look after. I really don't have I can't afford to pay somebody else to look after a horse. I can't afford to have a horse that I look after with the... Because once again, I live in an apartment in the city. I am not on the track to horse ownership by any extent of the imagination. Yeah, there are a lot of places where horse ownership is not necessarily something that's restricted to the wealthy. But when you live in a major city, like you don't have the same options that folks do more rurally. Okay. So, of course, now we need to get back up there, which is going to require some sweet ender pearls. Ba, ba, ba. Gonna run to my bed now. Moon rising there. Ba, ba, ba. All the mobs. Yergi says no such thing as a free pet. Well, like I said, I'm at the point where it's like, as a single parent, I'm pretty close to being maxed out for responsibilities as is. It is not a good time for me to be volunteering to take on extra responsibilities. So I'm unlikely to pursue pet ownership in the near future. That is just not something I have the throughput for without it coming at the expense of something else. And I've basically given up almost everything else that's optional at this point in my life. So, yeah, not gonna be getting a pet anytime soon. Okay. So we've freed up enough inventory space now that I can get these and move them over. Yergi just posted the thread with the horse photo thing. Yeah, in the yeah. This is the thread. Thank you, Yergi, for posting that. This is the thread I was talking about. Also, I should mention that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. But yeah, Yergi, thank you for providing that link. Okay. Because, yeah, digging up threads on Twitter, like when I was trying to dig up Kendra Site's thread the other day, that killed 3 minutes of the stream, which is not endearing. It's like if I'm trying to be like, oh, check out this awesome person, he's really awesome. And, oh, I'm making my stream worse to talk about how awesome he is. That's not good. Like, I need to limit my Twitter searching during streams for optimal entertainment value. Okay. So it will come out 1 block once we get to there. 10 Pebbles 10 says vet care for a horse for just 1 year is expensive. Yeah. I must have the receipts bookmarked. Yeah, clearly. I'm just sometimes when I'm like doing basic tasks while I'm streaming, the part of my brain that is occupied with doing the stream will just miss dumb stuff. Or cause me to miss dumb stuff with the other parts. Okay. So then we go through here. Let's go around. Bum, 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 bum. So I think we bring, this is the part we're bringing down 1, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Perfect. And then these 2 can be removed as well. I have to do a whole audit on all these zigzags for all the extra dripstone. It's like we're wasting so much dripstone back here. Okay. So, there we go. In fact, that might also be occluded here. But not there. Okay. Which means that this one's likely occluded. Okay. Then we need to fill in that and that. And then bring that around here, like so. Okay. So now we gotta knock this out. Womp womp. No, wrong block already. It's like the first block I go to place is like... Okay. So... Dang it. Oh wait, that goes there. Okay, so we removed this one. Let's get these out of our offhand, because they're not doing us any favors. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, wait, okay, yeah, so this is 8 then. So... Watching Joe malfunction on live TV. Not quite. I'm not tired of you asking about shirts at all. It's still a good question, but like I've had a very chaotic last few days, and because yeah, I don't know if you were here for the streams, but basically my daughter was sent home from school because of contact with a COVID case, and so now neither of us can really leave the house, and so I've had to go through alternate logistics processes for things like getting groceries, working through friends, or other things like. So I'm spending a lot of time on tasks that I could have done myself, having other people do them because I can't leave the house, and yeah. So basically, shirts are coming eventually, but there was other stuff where it's like, okay, I need to stop by a place to get a return address set up. Can't go there now. But yeah, I'm not tired of you asking. It's still a good question. It's still something I want to do. It's just not something that's super easy to work on at the moment for me. But yeah. Hey, welcome, NJ. Glad you could join us this evening. Okay. Hey, Matty Gad, glad you could join us as well. I'm assuming you're listening then, not via headphones, but like through the car radio or something. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So this is now set up properly here. Now we can head back this way and fix this part. Okay. And now we're at a dripstone again, which is kind of fine for the time being. More castle work you see, indeed. Okay. So now we're going to take the dirt, and we're going to go around here. There's a few places where I'm going to have to do stuff like put in one of these on the corner, because that's going to be exposed. Wait, do I really have that much exposed log that hasn't been cut? Dang it. Let's strip all this wood. This is just one of those projects that's going to take hours. No matter what. Like, there's only so many shortcuts you can take with this, but I think it's going to look good when it's done. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And just a reminder, we are currently 14 away from the next face camera expansion. We are at 9% Joe-pacity, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. Okay, so actually, wait. These interior corners here are going to all require... Let's do the interior corners first. Let's go just knock those out, okay? So we're going to put the axe in this hand, and we're going to go... Dang it. Somebody's asking what time the Papercraft stream is tomorrow. It's 8:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time tomorrow. So that's like an 10.5 hours before now, I think. Okay. We have a lot of ender pearls, yeah. Defoth says, you've been streaming so much lately. Are you at 1,000 days for the No Wings Club yet? Not quite. We are about to roll over to 8.99 though. So, I mean, hey, that's progress. I got cups of coffee. Okay. Okay, so now we fill these in here. Okay, we're gonna need to lay our head down and dream. Let's head over to our bed. The face camera resets to slot 8 of the hot bar every day at 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time, Scarlett. Because in this house, we follow Groundhog Day rules. Zeon Celine, thank you for tipping $2 so. That puts us 12 away from the next face camera expansion. Do I ever think of using shaders like the Lego one? I don't know how a Lego shader would work, because Lego blocks aren't 1 meter by 1 meter. They'd be like 0.6. I think they're 6 millimeters tall to 1 meter wide or something, or 1 centimeter wide. I don't know. There's a ratio there that would be problematic, I think. Good night, doesn't he? Okay. Carcarano's build says I was summoned by the word Lego. I'm surprised there's not more Lego VR games. Like, because their graphics style would lend themselves to VR very well. People are saying don't blow up False's base. Yeah, I don't know what a Lego shader pack would look like, but I'm assuming it would be terrible. Okay. So, anyway, where were we? We were going down here to throw down some dirt to figure out... the dirt's going to go underneath these. Do we have more sandstone? Okay, we do. There's Lego stuff for Bedrock Edition. Oh, I didn't know that. Dang it. Blocks! Okay. Hey, Steve899 tips 50 and says, can't wait to see the castle finished. Yeah, this is going to look spectacular. Thank you for joining me for the journey and for helping keep the lights on, the rent paid, and the food consumed. Well, actually, I mean, I was going to eat food either way, but this helps me buy the food. So thank you very much, Steve, for supporting the show with that tip of 50. Let's see, 2 and then 12. Okay, so 12 gets us our first face camera expansion, and then we'll process the rest as we go. Here we go. It's time to expand Jost. Do. Lowering the Joe opacity now to 6%. Let's see, so 22 gets us to the next one. Grow hills. Do. That brings us down to 3% Joe opacity. So let's see. If we were at 12, then 32, then the next 18 will put us $2 away from the next face camera expansion and the entrance of the Beetlejuice. So here we go. If anybody wants to tip 2, now is a good time. After the Beetlejuice emerges, though, he's a little bit more particular. Tip milestones are going to go up to $50 a milestone. So you've been warned. If you want to be here for the last $20 milestone of the night. The Kingster says, what happens at 0? He's asking a lot of questions that are already answered by the writing on my green screen t-shirt. Okay. Do I have any good pickup lines? No, but I don't need them, so... I don't know. Maybe live better? Like... I'm sorry, that's just not my speed. Oh, boy. Asking me if I have pickup lines. Jeez. Y'all are a hoot. Okay. And we just got a tip via PayPal for 20 from Vesper. That is gonna, the first 2 is gonna get us to that next face camera expansion, and then 18 past. So let's see. Luckily, I've got a whole thing. Scarlet Spade, I hope you're ready. I've got a whole thing ready for this, thanks to my brother Sean.
Dear live stream views, will you watch my face? It took up your screams and began to fade. It replaced some pixels from a game you like. And this is my job, so I wanna be a webcam expander. Webcam expander. It's off color optics from a broken cam, and some of the chat just throws up its hands. The Jost is beetle for showtime now. It's a heady job, and he wants to be a webcam expander. Webcam expander. Webcam expander.
So, hey there, everybody. It's me, the Beetlejuice with the Beetle Most. Joe Hills, broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee, welcome. I hope you are doing fantastic out there. Okay, so that was the first $2 of Vesper's tip. The remaining 18 rolled over toward our next $50 milestone. Now, meanwhile, over here in the YouTube chat, Steve899 says, let's go, lol, and tips another 27. So, boom, 2, that gets us to 20. And then we got another 25. Boom, that puts us 5 away from the next face camera expansion milestone for me, the Beetlejuice, because, hey, I'm worth it. So, hope everybody is having a fantastic evening. Let's go ahead and let's, build some stuff in Minecraft here. We got this wonderful castle. I was actually born a few years before this was built. The first time, they've burned it down twice, but the third time's a charm. I always say when I'm burning things down a couple times, So, we'll go ahead and we'll just see what we can get done here. I think we need a little bit of, that birch wood. It's got those stripes, that good times. It's reminiscent of scarring. Everybody loves good times with Scar. Wait, Scar logged off. I didn't even notice. Well, that's fine. It's more important that we notice when he logs back in, because that's he wants to be acknowledged. In the meantime, though, we are running low on a few things. We're running low on birch. We're running low on food. We got to go get some food. So let's go ahead and grab some of that from our kitchen. And let's see what else we got here. We do now have our light blue concrete powder, which we actually needed in order to lay down some of the outlines around the build over here. There's a zombie. Can't really do much about that right now. But yeah. So where is it? There it is, over here. Whoa, getting some crazy frame rate jumps. Is folding back turned on or something? Okay, well, who cares? Whatever. We're doing it live. All of it live. Nadia Plays Games, tips 5. Who says, here, have some Aussie dollars for your fun stream. Don't have a lot of cash, so have this. Hey, every dollar counts. Seriously, you could watch hundreds of my episodes with all the ads on, and I wouldn't make $5 off it. So, thank you very much, Nadia Plays Games, for that incredibly generous tip. Here we go. It's time to expand me. D. Here we go. Do. I don't know what song that is, but that's okay, because I don't need to, because I'm great. People rely on too many, familiar things sometimes, and here I am, an unfamiliar thing. But you know what? I'm going to have a fun time with it anyway, because that's me, the Beetlejuice. Let's see what else we got here. Any other tips rolling in via PayPal? Hey, yes, indeed. We just got 5 from Bailey rolling in. Thank you, Bailey, who says, sorry it's not much. Have a baby come out in December. January's saving up, but love watching the streams. Hey, well, thank you so much for supporting the show. Believe me, when you have a kid, there's going to be a lot of times where you won't necessarily have cash on hand, but this show is free for you to watch and enjoy, guilt-free, thanks to folks who are in a place in their life who can afford to throw in a few dollars. You're doing so now, but you know what? Hey, if next time you don't have any money, that's okay. The show's still free for you to watch. This is something for everybody. Or at least I try to have it be. But, yeah, let's see. So thank you very much for supporting while you can. Good luck with that baby on the way to you and your partner. And I hope you have a fantastic time with the joys of beginning parenting. Okay, so one thing that the blue stuff shows me is that, there's kind of some opportunities here to cut down a few trees. So you don't really need all of these. They're a little bit in the way. So we're going to roll through here and probably remove some of those later. But let's go ahead and just kind of keep applying these like so to get a sense of where this is going to go. Boom. It's such a simple trick, just throwing gravity blocks down here, but it really does help. Really does help determine where things are going to need to be. Boom, boom. Perfect. So we've knocked that out. Sun's getting real low. And let's see, ender pearls. We can grab one of these, jump over that way real quick. There is free wood down there. Okay, so here we go. Lay your head down and dream, everybody. Good morning. It's time to do this. It's showtime. Hey, welcome Bannister for Bears. Hope you're having a good show. I'm having a great show. But that's just me. Somebody says 2 plus 8 equals 9. Did I screw up my math somewhere? We'll worry about that later. We can kind of take down this example thing eventually. Or what have you. Hey, Maya Elise. Welcome. I don't know why I'm suddenly going a little bit Italian with it, because it's not an Italian name at all. Good morning to Norway. Hold on. Let me see if I can nail this real quick. Okay. Is it Gudmorgen? Gudmorgen? Is that how you say good morning in Norway? I don't know. We tried. Okay, so let's go ahead. We got some birch here. We're gonna need all that. We got any more birch here? Not a ton. That's fine. We're gonna grab that, and we're gonna be on our way. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. Using the magic of the trident. Dang it, that was not a successful pearl. Welcome, Songer89. Hope you're having a wonderful time as well. Monzake says, I just woke up and here's life again. It is okay to take breaks. I do take breaks. I haven't been streaming the entire time you were asleep. I had an afternoon stream, and this is my evening stream. But they're really totally different shows, okay? So here's the thing, is if I just did the same show 3 times a day, it would kill me. But like this show, where I hang out with the chat and talk to you one-on-one, or one-to-many, and I play HermitCraft, is a totally different show from my afternoon collab shows where like we were talking with other people, because like it uses totally different parts of my brain and voice, and like it's not the same when I'm in a call with 3 friends, right? Because I'm talking a quarter of the time, which saves my voice, and it's more relaxing and social in a different way. And then the morning stream was a VR stream where Badger was co-hosting. And the VR streams, I'm not even in Minecraft, and I've got the VR goggles on, and so it's like, and I'm actually walking around playing the mini golf in the VR streams, so I'm like stretching my muscles out, I'm getting some exercise, kind of, that sort of thing. You know, it's totally different doing the same stream 3 times a day versus doing 3 different streams over the course of a day. Does that make sense? Like, I'm intentionally... It's like rotating muscle groups when you're exercising. I'm reading the chat, Vicky Hamlin. I'm reading the chat right now. That's how I knew your name was Vicky Hamlin. Unless I just guessed. You can't see them, but I've got these dice that are chroma green. No, wait, you can see my hand. I don't have chroma green dice in them. No, hold on. No, I didn't actually look at the chat. I just received this scroll. Yeah, I just received this scroll with your name on it. See, and that actually shows up. Boom. It's not a scroll. It's actually my chroma green rod. I got a bunch of chroma green stuff. I've got my parasol from the Creature of the Black Lagoon. You can't really see the creature on here too clearly unless I move way in. But yeah, it's very cool. If you need a chroma green parasol, Creature from the Black Lagoon is the best pattern. Whoops, don't hit the top of your head when you close it. Okay. So, why are y'all doing math problems? I'm just gonna... I don't... If y'all are doing confusing stuff in chat that seems like it's encouraging spam, I'm gonna time you out. Okay. 10 Pebbles 10 says rotating different parts of your brain. I mean, yeah, it uses... Like, in terms of creativity, it's super important to not just try to do the same creative task over and over again, right? You want to kind of mix it up. That's not me being, like, sarcastic or anything. Like, Okay, so we're going to put this in our offhand. Dang it. Dang it. This works way better from the other side. Hey, we just got another tip from Steve899 who says, Beetlejoe, Beetlejoe, Beetlejoe from Nadia Plays Games. Woo! Well, thank you very much for that. The first 5 is going to get you 1 expansion. Then the next 50 will get you another. And then that's going to put us 5 away from the one after that. You got us 45 past 2 milestones from now. So here we go. It's time to expand Joust. Do-do-do-do. And then we're also going to grow hills. Do-do-do-do. And let's see. Make sure we haven't missed any other tips. Yep, so that puts us 5 away from the next face camera expansion. Oh, if y'all wanted to see the castle model, it's probably a lot easier to see now that we're this scale. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's pretty awesome. We're going to be working on these papercraft models tomorrow during our 8:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time stream. I'm very excited. So, hope you join Cleo and I for that. Okay. But yeah, thank you so much again, Steve, for that. Do-do-do-do. Dang it. Okay, this offhand method really only works if you're standing on top of them. Because otherwise, you place too many of them all the time. Like, watch. See, that works. Because my feet, which you cannot see in the game, prevent me from placing too many. And then we start running into that. And we're out of dirt. Dirt was one of the other things we were going to grab, but we didn't. And dirt and sandstone. I was going to say, I remembered to grab food. No, I didn't. I grabbed the birch. I did not grab the food. I did not grab the dirt, and I did not grab the sandstone. So we have a few things we need to go grab real quick, it looks like. Does the Joe opacity go down at the stage? Starting with the next face camera expansion, it will start going down. The first 5 expansions of any given stage, or of any given, I don't even know what you would call this, look. So, I guess you could call these looks. So the first look is just Joe in a tank top. Second look is me in the Beetlejuice suit. If we hit the third one, depending on the season, it's either David S. Pumpkins or Joe Mez Adams. Perjona? My hair is sticking up silly there. Okay. Grace Render says, "Okay, I picked up the Lego shader thing. It's actually pretty impressive." Is it? How does it do like the blocks not being a meter tall in Lego? Does it like use like the flat blocks and little pieces to offset that? The parasol is amazing. Thank you, Saint Naive. Okay. So, where were we? We need to get dirt, we need to get food, and we need to get sandstone. Okay. Food, nom nom nom, ta dun ta dun ta dun ta food, nom nom nom, ta food, nom nom nom. Okay. Yeah, I think I might need to actually go bake some more bread. We can grab some dirt out of here, though. Why did I not pick up the dirt? What did I pick up instead? Okay. Chiseled stone blocks I don't need. Okay, I guess we'll just sit here and wait quietly for the dusk. Quieter. Yeah, luckily I've got a ton of wheat that I stored. Oh, I was gonna start kickstarting production at the cow farm, and I got distracted. earlier. That's something we need to do. Yeah, I harvested a ton of wheat and stuck it at the cow farm earlier. So we'll go feed the cows and turn some of that in there. I did not know that, right? I don't know if that's true or not. Okay. I love the idea that somebody whose username is Evil Dead hasn't seen Beetlejuice and wouldn't recognize somebody like in a full Beetlejuice suit. That's fine. That's fine. Well, I don't have the full Beetlejuice suit on, actually. I just have the jacket on. Okay. So yeah, now these cows down here we can breed. And we can get an exponential thing going pretty quick because we'll add in the cows we get from up there. Making sure we got all of them, because like sometimes the collision detection on this is not. Okay. So boom. Next time we come through here, they'll be grown up, and ooh, yeah, let's maybe grab a little bit more than that. I have put so much wheat in this box. I'm just not stealing. It's just. It's like what do you call it? It's depositing and it's withdrawing. I'm withdrawing from the wheat bank. The wheat box bank. Sundu says, are we going to change this? It's starting to make my head hurt. Oh, yeah, people are welcome to change it. We're only $5 away from the next face camera expansion. So it'll get bigger if you stick around. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. Or YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so we got the food. We need to get. We got a little bit of dirt, but not too much. Let's see if we left any over here. Yeah, there's some dirt. We can use that. Okay. So then next problem, we need to grab. Sandstone. Hey, welcome back, Steinbrostein. Glad you could join us this evening. My eyes are freaky, thank you. It's one of my favorite things about this. I'm doing all this work to flex my neck muscles and the beard's covering it. That's actually disappointing. I need to have a low angle cam so you can see me like do weird neck muscle tricks when I'm the Beetlejuice. Because, like, I feel like that's really unnerving, but not if the beard's occluding it. Doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, well, the thing is, to get more birch, we're actually going to have to go harvest it, which we're not ready to do quite yet. We will be after we empty some of this dirt out of our inventory. Okay. Okay, so we need to go up here and what's the fastest way? Can we end up roll up that way? Or are we gonna miss it? Ooh, we did it. I'm placing blocks, I'm placing blocks. You take your car to work, I'll take my pearls. And when your elytra breaks, I'm still afloat. Jessica Wright tips 2, who says purple lips sink ships. I love that. I know. Yeah, and the thing I love about it is like a lot of humor is subverting the expected, right? So you've got loose lips sink ships, right? And there's the saying, nothing rhymes with purple. Loose does not rhyme with purple. Bluish rhymes with purple. But you didn't go for bluish. You're just like, no, I will subvert traditional rhyming structure with my pun, and I'm gonna leap in here with purple. And it's, yeah. I'm very happy right now, Jessica, right? Thank you. That puts us $3 away, which I guess I could just hold this up. $3 away from the next Space Camera expansion. Purple lips sync ships. That is absolutely fantastic. Hey, and we just got a $5 tip from Megan, who says, grow hills, do-do-do-do. Alrighty, so far y'all have seen that money go straight to my head with each face camera expansion we hit, but now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Enter the beetlejuice. Can I use these for percussion?
Dear live stream viewers, will you watch my face? It took up your screams and began to fade. It replaced some pixels from a game you like. And this is my job, so I wanna be a webcam expander.
Webcam expander.
It's off-color optics from a broken cam. And some other child just throws up its hands. The joke's to Beatles for showtime now. It's a heady job and he wants to be a webcam expander.
Webcam expander. Webcam expander. Alrighty, so now we are going to be at 90% Joe-pacity until we hit that next expansion milestone. We are 48 away from that. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. So yeah, welcome to everybody who just came in. If you've never seen a Joe Hills stream before, the face camera gets bigger when people hit tip-in milestones. And these are the chains that I forged in life. So anyway, let's get going. Welcome, Room Chi. Or Rumch 3? I don't know. I don't know why you're yelling in all caps, other person, but okay. Super to Beans says 10 out of 10. Good art. Thank you, Super to Beans. So here's what we need to do. We need to use the dirt. Once we place all the dirt, that'll free up some inventory space to do the next part that we need to do. Do we need? I don't think we need one there. Yeah. Okay, so how much birch do we have left? We have a little bit of birch. So what we'll do is we'll place the dirt. You place the dirt, you place the birch, you chop some trees, and then you... I lost it. Yeah. If you're both complaining about the stream and subtly slipping in KKK references, that's going to be a bad. I was fine with you just kind of being like a little bit annoyed before, but yeah, we're not big fans of the KKK here. So, hey, Steve, thank you for the 10, who says, is that like a Davy Joe's locker? Not quite, but that puts us 38 away from the next face camera expansion. Thank you, Steve8999. Okay. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum bum. Facts of life reference. How old are you, Joe? I'm 35. I haven't actually... Like, my mom used to watch the Facts of Life when I was, like, 3 or 4. And I don't really remember very much of it. Like, any of it. But I remember she liked it. That's the extent of my Facts of Life thing. Okay, so we did get some sandstone, though, but we've learned from experience that you don't want to place the sandstone until after you place the birch, because otherwise the birch doesn't place very well. So we're going to run over here. Okay. And do. Are most hermits in their 30s or older? Well, not Gem and Pearl, because that's one of the reasons we were so keen on expanding, because we're all getting old. How are we going to connect with the next generation of viewers if we're all just, you know, going out there and I don't know, filling out pension forms. I don't know what people do when they're in their mid-30s. I play video games all the time. But presumably, I forgot I didn't have the slow falling potion. And there's a skeleton. So yeah, we're going to go to sleep real quick, and then we are going to cut down a bunch of birch trees. But yeah. The thing about any sort of artist collective is you want to have a good kind of spread across different aspects of life. And so, you know, having us be from different age groups, I think, is important. Different parts of the world, that sort of thing. Cavman says, wow, I thought you were 28 max. Nope. Nope, I am 35. I have an 8-year-old kid. So, yeah. Okay. Womp, 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 womp. Womp, 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 womp. Okay, so we actually don't need oak at the moment. But when we chop down the birch trees, did we replant them? I'm looking around and I'm seeing all oak trees. I'm starting to worry. Here we go. I'm not 28 max, I'm 35 Joe. Thank you, hard luck. Yeah, Doc M77, of course, is the oldest hermit at 77 years old. When he started his account, he's now in his mid-80s. Just kidding. Okay. Tess Swinney says, could you please make your face a little smaller? I like it, but it's covering half the screen. Actually, it's covering about a third of the screen. It'll be covering half the screen soon if you wait, though, because it gets bigger every time we hit a tipping milestone. Okay, I gotta take these chains off. They're starting to hurt my neck. I shouldn't have forged them in life. That was a real mistake. Okay. Dang it. Now they're tangled in the wire. Dang it, I use these, like, every day, and they never get tangled in the wire. What did I do differently tonight? Oh, yeah, the dance with the chains was a bad idea. Okay, so I'm going to make a note that the dance with the chains needs, like, an untangling dance. Okay, how are they still tangled? This should have been, like, a 2-step process. Okay. There we go. PBX says they tangled last night, too. Well, I suppressed that memory because it would hurt my self-image too much. Okay. So, let's go get some birch saplings. Easy untangle. People are asking if Fiscal 85 is now in his 90s, if he was 85 when he joined. Yeah, maybe. But, I mean, I guess technically the oldest member of our server is CubFan135. Who is now 143 years old. They're off-color pixels from a broken cam, bruh boy. We actually had a song about it earlier. You missed the song. Okay. So, we are going to go over here and grab this. Okay. Pum 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 pum. Is CubFan a vampire? I'll never tell. If CubFan starts getting a bunch of fan art of him as a vampire, he's just gonna be like, what is this? Is it because there are umpires in baseball and the Cubs are a baseball team? What does it even mean? Oh yeah, I forgot. We should probably harvest some of these for, what do you call them, saplings. Wait, 135 isn't his birth year? Pink Distortion says, my kitten is trying to get Joe's chains from the TV. Aw, thank you for trying to help Pink Distortion's kitten. Also, just so you know, if you're new to the stream, I stream on multiple platforms at once, so if you don't see me commenting on a message in your chat, it's in somebody else's chat. Count Cub. 135! Okay, we're gonna move some of these closer in. And chop down some of these in the process. Hey, Sammy, we were just talking about Cub Fan being a vampire. Okay. I made a joke that Doc was the oldest hermit because the 77 in his name was the age at which he created his Minecraft account. Although he's obviously much older now because he's been doing this for so long. And then people were like, wait, what about Iskal85? Is he in his 90s now? Wouldn't Cub Fan now be 140-something? We're just taking jokes to their logical extent. Oh, the camera gets bigger when people tip and we hit face camera expansion milestones. Person who's worried about that. Herber? Yeah, so if you look at this abacus here, you'll see that we are currently $38 away from the next face camera expansion. But don't worry, the face camera will reset at 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time tomorrow morning. Because in this house, we follow Groundhog Day rules. Okay. Not sure that we're getting a ton of... And we also don't have any free slots. Ooh, okay. That's why we're not picking up any saplings. Or at least part of it. Maybe Cub sparkles in the sunlight. Is B00 100? Good question. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Let's just replant that one where it was. Okay, so let's see. In order to get more birch, we did plant a bunch of birch over there we can harvest. We planted birch all over the place, so let's go grab it. Okay. Gosling the Squid. Nope. It resets every day. 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time. Real simple. What am I making? We are building a model of Castle Hohenzollern back there. I've got a papercraft model of the real castle that I've been working on. Doesn't really show up very well with this light, but we're actually going to be doing a papercraft stream at 8:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time tomorrow to add more features to the papercraft model. Cleo's going to be streaming her side, and I'm going to be streaming mine. Welcome back, Scarlet Spade. Have I built my mega base? The castle we're working on is the mega base and the surrounding village. So we've got a bunch of support structures around the castle, like a tavern, a smithy, some other houses. It's going on. Okay, so yeah, let's hit these. No, Wednesday night stream will be YouTube and Periscope only. Or Twitter. Periscope is now just Twitter, basically. Have a good night, Gosling. Nadia says, what are the VR streams like? I have not caught one yet. Well, they're very experimental because the VR tech isn't really there in terms of like production level streaming. Like, obviously I can do a Minecraft stream like this and just have it work for the most part. But with the VR technology, there's a non-zero chance that like there will be a 15-minute thing in the middle of the stream where we're just like, okay, now we got to figure out why the headset's doing something weird. So they're very experimental. Usually I have Badger or someone else on voice with me so they can be paying more attention to the chat while I am immersed in VR. When my daughter's at school, I usually try to play horror games because I can't play them at night because if I scream, I'll wake her up. But if she's at school, she can't hear me all the way from the school. Now that she is in quarantine, though, I can't do the horror games during the day because she wants to watch the stream from the other room. So we did Walkabout Golf today. Nadia Plays Games says, will we get a VR chat stream? I don't think so. I did VR chat for the first time the other day, and I don't think it's very streamable. It's very strange. But I don't know that it's a streamable experience. Because there's a lot of potential terms of service violations if you got random people in the chat running around yelling things. In theory, you could do a VR chat private room with only people you knew, but that's not really the true VR chat experience. I mean, I don't know. Are we part of Bodum? No, we are further south on the server. Bodum is a few hundred blocks that way. Nadia Plays Games says VR chat is better in private worlds. Fair enough. But not enough of my friends that I stream with have VR chat. Some folks I know through the pinball community have it, so I messed around with it and them the other day, and it was interesting. It was strange, but like I don't know. I think it was more cool because I was hanging out with people that I liked than because it was like a incredibly entertaining experience otherwise. So like me hanging out with people who are not necessarily streamers is entertaining for me, but doesn't necessarily make a good stream for you. So, and also the people might not want to be on a stream. So I don't know. Okay, why is this person spamming? Oh yeah, my daughter laughs at the mini golf streams like crazy. She thinks they're hilarious because, yeah. Hey, Anti-Technoblade, I'm glad you're enjoying the album. Okay. Am I a pinball wizard? No. According to Pindigo, I'm one of the worst players who has bothered to install the Pindigo app to track his scores. I love playing pinball, and I really like having an app that keeps track of my scores, but it is a great reminder not to get cocky even when I have a good game, because it's like 938 people have recorded their scores for this table, and you are 935th, and I'm like, ooh, wow, I thought that was a good score. Okay, but I have so much fun. But yeah, some of the members of my Patreon server have started getting Pindigo, and so that's been really great because they can be 936th. No, a lot of times they end up beating me anyway. But Nadia says, do a viewer VR streamer viewer interaction stream. I don't. I'm a little dubious about that. At the scale I operate at, like, it's easier to do streamer interaction streams with people on voice with like smaller communities. If I did do something like that, it would probably be limited to like Patreon people, just because like, and like specifically ones who had been around for a few months, so like I kind of knew them better. Because yeah, just being like, hey, jump in on VR chat with me, and then you can say whatever you want on my live stream is a good way to get banned from Twitch. Jory says, I picked up Pinball FX last night and keep running into the problem that I have one lucky game, then spend an hour trying to chase that score to no avail. That's part of practicing pinball. That is a very typical experience there, Jory. That's how I play many times too. So don't feel like that means you're screwing up. That's just how it is. Wow, we are not going to be able to pick up any saplings if we don't free up some inventory space. Okay, I think we're going to have to go and put some of the dirt away because we've done all the scaffolding with the dirt that we need to do for right now. Okay. Am I a Sagrada Sultan? I'm okay at Sagrada. Oops. Dang it. Ah. Come on. There we go. What do I play Minecraft on? On the clock. This is my job. Yeah, Alexis, we've been doing a lot on the castle. Thank you for noticing. Okay, so we're going to dump some of the dirt in here. Okay. So what do we need? Let's grab some ender pearls. We don't need any of the other stuff right now. Do we need anything in here? Don't think so. Don't need anything out of there. Don't think so. Let's dump some of the dirt. Dump more of the dirt for right now because we don't need any scaffolding at the moment. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that we tied today at Sagrada, NJ. I saw that too. Because now that we're friends, we can actually compare scores. I was like, how will I know which one of us is the better friend if our scores are tied? How does Pindigo verify scores? Do you have to take a picture with your camera? Yep. You post the picture. Like, in theory, you could still cheat if you really wanted to, but it's not, like, that kind of app. It's for comparing scores with your friends. So, like, if you're going to be a jerk to your friends, like, they probably already know that. But, like, if you're doing, like, flagrant cheating, you'll also just get banned. So, don't... I would recommend against cheating at Pindigo. Dang it. Dang it. Did I only get 18 logs? How did that happen? Okay. Scar's back. Welcome back, Scar. Okay. So, let's see, we're kind of at the point where... Did I join tag? Yep, I got 121 points in tag. Yeah, the birch not being plentiful is holding us up. We can go get more dripstone and work on the dripstone around here. Oh, we do need to cut down these trees as well. Let's go do that real quick. Hidden workbench. Does Gem have any birch she could sell me? I don't know. She loves birch. She probably doesn't have any extra. It's like how Cub has no extra dripstone. I asked him about that. He's like, I need it, all of it. So as the leaves decay, the concrete will just naturally fall down to where it needs to be, which is nice too. Hey, we just got a tip via PayPal. Let's go ahead and read the note on that. Thank you very much to Ben for 5. That is going to put us 32 away from the next expansion. Who says, harvesting birch for building. However, my stamina is wilting. Plant in a row, watch them grow. Now the wall is self-fulfilling. That's a good strategy, Ben, when you have plenty of saplings. We don't, at this point, have enough saplings to burn. We need to extricate the saplings as well. So you got to have them far enough away that the saplings fall as the leaves decay. That's kind of where we're at. Hey, welcome back, Liara. I remember seeing you earlier today. Glad you could join us. People are saying Cubs Canyon is very large. Yeah, I'm sure he uses a lot of dripstone for it. Maybe Gem has extra saplings. That's a good point. Asking Gem for saplings would probably be smart. Okay. What days do I stream? Most. I stream at 9 o'clock U.S. Central Time, doing this HermitCraft show that you are seeing here, which I call HermitCraft 8 Live. I do that show every night, except for Tuesdays at 9 p.m. U.S. Central Time. I do a weekly papercraft show with Zombie Cleo. Tomorrow, we are doing that at 8:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time, which is a Tuesday. Although traditionally we would do that on Wednesday. We're skipping that this week for the Twitch Do Better protest. And then I also do VR streams, usually Monday and Thursdays at 8:30 a.m. featuring Badger Spanner. And then, let's see. I do some other random streams here and there. Bonus streams Monday, Hermits Helping Hermits. I'm all over the place. Stephanie has requested Sing For Me Please. For me please, for you please, for us please, we all please for one now. I don't actually know that song, but I think I got the words. Just based on my knowledge of that. Okay. Basically, Twitch has failed to create usable tools for creators to deal with the recent abuse on their platform. And we're trying to call attention to that and encourage Twitch to develop better tools. Okay. And hey, we got another Patreon patron. Just so you know, I have to send those invites out manually, and I usually do that the next business day. Because by the time I'm done with the stream, I'm too tired to do very detail-oriented stuff like that. It's like, you might see me hanging out in people's chats while I'm doing dishes, doing laundry, winding things down for the evening. But I'm not awake enough to do tasks like adding things to Discord. It's not a good time to do admin mode stuff after the stream. It's time to wind down. HHH has kind of a core group that usually shows up, but others are welcome whenever they can make it. Okay. So... Oh, awesome, Nadia. Welcome. Well, like I said, you can expect that invite sometime tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, because I've got the Clio stream in the morning. Okay. Has HHH been around for most of the HermitCraft seasons? In its current format, it is only created last season. We've done similar things before, but we were kind of always tweaking the recipe. I think we finally nailed it. And part of nailing it is making sure that it doesn't require any sort of rigidity or structure. Because anytime the Hermits try to commit to something like this too rigidly, it snaps. So having Hermits helping Hermits be incredibly loose and freeform and on the fly makes sure it happens. Okay. Well, the first few HHHs, we had a lot of people show up because a lot of people had tasks that they needed help with in the queue. So, we did help Doc on HHH. Okay. I do watch Star Trek. Lower Decks is really good. I've been enjoying that quite a bit. Yeah, drop in and out as you can does make group stuff way easier. Okay. Yeah, that's the Tavern from Acquisitions Incorporated over there. The Drawn and Courtier. I like saying courtier, but that's not technically correct. Okay. Yeah, and Prox Chat with HHH really got people excited. Like, HHH was a chance for us to demo the new Prox Chat when we were testing it out. Okay. Okay. We are 3 years away from the Bell riots. If not sooner. Try my luck at getting a Fortune 3 hoe. Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where I'll put off getting the proper tool for the job for months and then be like, why didn't I do this earlier? But the problem is going to make tools is a different mindset for me than working on the task at hand. Even though it helps with the task at hand, it's like a different enough workflow that I'm like, if I'm going to switch gears, maybe I should just call it a night. Like, it really kills my momentum to go make tools. My Joe-mentum as well. When do my evening streams usually end? Around 11 o'clock U.S. Central Time, which we are 3 minutes past at this point. And let's see, considering that I've streamed already for probably about... This is probably my 8th hour of streaming today. I probably should wrap up pretty soon. Plus, the Clio stream is early. How many seasons I've been in HermitCraft? Oh, all of them. Many winters, many falls, many springs, many summers. I joined 5 weeks into Season 1. It was spring. Okay. La da da dee do 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 do. Sweat. We don't actually have robots here. People spend all day at work giving computers commands. I don't want them to do that in their free time as well. This is just people hanging out. If you want to hang out with people, you can. If you don't want to, go somewhere else. You can tell robots commands there. It was spring. What do I think is the biggest change since Season 1, given that I've been here the whole time? See, I'm bad at ranking things. I just go with the flow. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many changes, it's hard to say, like, which one's the biggest. But I think streaming coming out... I think the introduction of streaming technology and making it viable for YouTube people to stream video games. Because I had been streaming art stuff since 2008, and then I started doing YouTube in 2011. And then there was a point where YouTubers could start streaming video games on Twitch. I think that was probably the biggest change to HermitCraft, was when we could start streaming Minecraft on Twitch. But wow, okay, thank you, Steve, for tipping 200, who says DNR single need to stick together. I don't know what DNR, do not resuscitate? That's bleak. Maybe DNR stands for something else. But okay. Either way, thank you very much, Steve899, for that 200. So let's see. The first 33 will get you a face camera expansion. So here we go. It's time to expand Jost. Do. Lowering the opacity now to 80%. Okay, so then getting us to 83. Boom, another expansion. Crow Hills. Do. Lower the opacity now to 70%. Incoming, the most obnoxious face camera expansion. The Beetlejuice Tony Stark helmet cam is incoming. Grow Hills. Do. Lowering the opacity now to 60%. This is as bad as it gets, folks. But we're about to blow through it to T. Joe Eckelsberg with the Beetlejuice. Do. Lowering the opacity now to 50%. And, yeah. That puts us... Then we are 33... Wait, hold on. No, we are... we are 33 away from the next expansion, because that puts us 17 past. So thank you very much, Steve, for that. And then we also got a tip via PayPal from Christina for 15. Thank you, Christina, who says, thank you for these amazing streams. They help me so much with my anxiety. Hey, I'm glad to help where I can. You're doing the hard work. I'm just providing a little entertainment along the way. So keep up the great work, Christina. That puts us 17 away from the next expansion. And welcome, Thirsty Birdie and Raiders. Glad you could join us. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee, here on the HermitCraft server. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are working on a giant Castle Hohenzollern. I had just mentioned that I usually end my stream at around 11 o'clock my time. We are now 7 minutes past. So we are about to wrap up for the night. Let's go ahead and let's see. Let's see who is streaming now. But thank you again to everybody who tipped so generously this evening. I got about 8 hours of streaming in over the course of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see. Tonight is Monday. Who's usually rating on or streaming on Monday? It looks like Pez Johnson, who actually introduced me to the Pindigo app, the app I was talking about before where I track my pinball skills. Also, add me on there if you use it. I typed /Pindigo instead of /raid. Seriously, if you play pinball, add me on Pindigo. I'm Joe Hills. Shockingly, I know. I'm Joe Hills on Pindigo. And I would love to see y'all compete with me for scores on stuff. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and raid Pez Johnson, who is playing a Gottlieb 1975 table called Fast Draw. When you get over there, say, howdy, y'all. Joe Hills raid here. Alrighty. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.